Let me get some Molokeo with that. And even when it is in English, it's even harder to read. Like, I have to be a cryptologist to understand it. There was one thing on a menu, swear, it said B-R-O-S-T-E-D, broasted, S-H-E-K-I-N, shekin. Broasted shekin. And that's when I realized the secret to reading menus in Arabic written in English. You have to keep repeating it over and over and over again until it makes sense. I was like, broasted chicken, broasted chicken, broasted chicken, roasted chicken, roasted chicken, roasted chicken! I want it! Roasted chicken from this eye to this eye. It was always fun. It was always like going to Arab events with my parents, but the worst time was when like they'd meet one of their friends and they talk about me as if I'm not in the room. Right? They'll be like, oh, is this your son? He's so handsome. What's his name? It's like, my name's Ronnie. His name is Ronnie. Like, I'm right here. How old is he? He's 30. I'm 30. Mom, can you just let me answer? Like, the only time they ever let me answer is when they ask me if I speak Arabic. They're always like, "Inta bتتكلم عربي?" They always do it like I'm 7 years old. "Inta bتتكلم عربي?" "Inta bتتكلم عربي?" And I'm like, "Oh, يعني بتكلم شوية." "Ah, you're so good! Your pronunciation is so good!" Like, my pronunciation isn't that good, you know? It wouldn't matter what I say. I'd be like, she's like, "Ah, it's so good!" One time I had a woman say it's so good, lean to the person next to her, الولد ده مش بيكلم ولا كلمة. And I always try to excuse myself from those events, you know? And it's really hard to, it takes a long time, because I always try to force you to stay there by giving you food. Like, no, 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 don't go, have some chicken, have some rice. Basically, they're just trying to weigh you down so you can't run. That's the way they get their men. Like, no, I have to go. Halawa? All right, I will stay for about 40, 50 years. Not a problem. Because Arab events don't end. The tea party could last like 7 days. People will be sitting in the living room for about 5 hours. Eventually, one person stands up. Well, it is getting very late. I have to get going. Okay. And then they sit back down. And then 3 more hours pass. Well, it is getting late. They all stand up, go to the salon, sit back down. Even if you manage to get them out the door, right, they're always like, oh, I forgot to tell you, Jamil got into college. Oh, come back in. And then when they finally do leave, you shut the door. Ring, ring. Hello, we had a great time. It was a wonderful... Leave me alone. Because you can't kick people out. Because Middle Easterners are the friendliest people in the world. They are. They are. Without a doubt. I mean, I think the friendliest people are Egyptian traffic cops. No, they are, because they are perfectly willing to let 2 lanes of traffic go at the exact same time. I'll tell you, I traveled the entire world. Only once, in Egypt, did I see a traffic cop do this. Traffic is insane in the Middle East. It's like 1 lane of traffic with like 4 lanes of cars, and then 6 lanes of parking on each side. And the only way you can get out is by pushing 17 cars, right, like forward and then pushing them back. And you have this like little space to get out of, and the whole time there's some homeless guy like, "Mashi, Mashi, ta'ala, Mashi." He's not even looking at you. He's like, "Mashi, Mashi, ta'ala, Mashi, kifaya." I mean, maybe we park a little differently in the United States, but when we park, we try really hard not to hit the other cars. I was driving with my uncle, there was a space, I'm like, "You'll never fit in there." He's like, "Plenty of room." Mashi, mashi. I don't drive in the Middle East, I take cabs, right? And the first time I got in a cab in Egypt, I fully expected the cab driver to be American. Because I figure in America, all the cab drivers are Middle Eastern. American drivers got to be working somewhere, right? Oh, talk about my mom a little, my mom.